Okay, family, so I just did my second harvest of collard greens right here, and now I'm gonna go in and harvest those. Remember those broccolini I showed you? Those little baby broccolis. We harvested the head of the broccoli and then they're growing. This one is still growing, so I'm gonna leave that. Just gonna use my finger to snap them off. As you can see, I'm gonna harvest this one, and look, there are even tiny ones down here that I'm gonna leave to grow. And even behind it, there's that tiny one. So I'm just gonna go in, snap it off just like so, right? And I'm gonna leave the others to grow. This one, gonna snap it off like so with a couple of the leaves because they are edible. And here we go. Right? I'm gonna show you how much I get. And I'm purposely leaving these set of broccolis just to see how many harvests I can get. Yes, baby?
They look really nice.
Just to see how much I can get. And as you can see, I'm harvesting them with the little leaves on them. Right? The leaves are edible. Eh? Farmhouse. Okay. Okay guys, so I'm all done. This is what I got. And that would be equal to, I think maybe about a head of broccoli, right? One big head. That's quite a bit. And so the plan is to keep harvesting little broccolinis from this, and they grow fast. They grow fast. You water them, lots of sun, they grow fast. So every week I'll be able to get broccolini from here, and these are what I call broccolinis. All right, and even these where I harvest with the leaves, so tender and delicious. You'll be able to see it, right? And so I'll continue to get at least one serving of that from here, or one picking, about this much, and maybe even more once they start to grow even more. And now get leaves for the chickens, right? And then this broccoli bed now, after they have grown, fully grown, and I harvest that big head, I'll do the same thing here. While I'm reaping broccolini from here, this bed I'm gonna pull it up and plant a fresh set of broccoli, some new broccolis, and start afresh. And so that's how we plan to do it, you know. With the space that we have, we try to make the best of it, and so we can have a continuous flow of greens, especially in vegetables. So guys, I hope this is encouraging someone to grow a garden this year. It's early enough for those of you who are in states that are just beginning to prepare for spring. Yeah, the encouragement will go a long way. It makes life a little bit easier to wash your produce before you get inside. After years of doing gardening, I've found out that it's best to clean your veggies on the outside before you take them in. It just causes a lot less stress and mess. So I'm cleaning my broccolini, and then I'll use the same water to water the garden. Also cleaning my harvest of collard greens. And yeah, I get the question a lot, why do I wash them if they are from my garden, where there's soil in the garden, and you know, little pieces of trash that I don't want to eat. So I wash that off the soil. All right, so I'm headed over to the chicken coop to see if I can gather some eggs. This would be my second trip for the day. Usually there's not any there at this time, but there were, and I was just so grateful. We typically collect about, we have 13 laying hens, but we typically collect 11 eggs per day. 1 or 2 hens usually don't lay every day, probably every other day or so. But this day I got 12 eggs, so I collected 6 now and 6 earlier. So grateful for even that. And if I didn't have dinner planned, I would have dinner right here. Okay guys, on to the next video. God bless, and I hope someone was encouraged to start a garden this year. Bye.